seen here in the VSS for the last 10 weeks.
Yeah.
You always see an Omen, always.
Yeah, the smoke's really, really important there. And we are getting everybody back into the game. We had to make sure everyone had a proper connection, proper computer as well, it would seem. And so getting these picks loaded back in, no changes, of course. See Rashura locking in the Reyna. And I feel so much suspense because I feel like that is a levy just waiting to break and just let a bunch of kills let loose here on Ascent.
Yeah, definitely high frag probability here for Rashura on that Reyna. The Reyna provides so much vision denial, so much just extra presence there. And we've seen players really take advantage of the Lear in the last few weeks. The ability to reposition once you get those kills. The repositioning has been so key, especially in the middle of that Empress when you go invisible.
Yeah, we'll see how that shapes up because it is a really important tool, that Lear, when you're pushing forward. It immediately pulls a crosshair, at least one crosshair away as people frantically try to clear that away, trying to get that Lear out of there. I was going to try to refer to it as an object, as an eyeball, I don't even, ghostly sphere?
I think it's an eyeball.
It's kind of an eyeball.
But we are back in. We'll be replaying this pistol round, and we will be moving on through.
So yeah, I am actually interested to see how this works because I'm not exactly sure on the technicalities.
Yeah, I'm not sure how everything works out, and I think we're just going to go ahead and replay the pistol round. So
interesting, yeah. So I wonder what prevented 303 there from being able to carry through there. We'll have to wait and find out. Look for the intel there. See if they let us know any further. But we are back into it here, and it is very much the same deal. Bearcon traded 1-for-1 there by Blackie. Now Sakura Storm taking so much real estate here mid. Dashing forward with the spike is Jay Cruel, now completely isolated from the rest of his team. This is such a gutsy play. See how it pans out for Sakura Storm here as they're now spilling out onto A side. Jay Cruel is able to take care of Monsi. That is a big sigh of relief for Sakura Storm, but the danger isn't over yet. Now 4v3 with the spike planted. 303 Esports with 3 members remaining, sending them all 3 towards this garden area, trying to spot out the remaining members of Sakura Storm, but they have all fallen back to the shadows.
And that was the definition of the kind of mid push that we like to see. Moving in through mid, all the way up through CT spawn and getting yourself into the courtyard, moving all the way over to A. They did a great job of moving themselves around the map there for Sakura. Time counting down here, 4v3, J. Cruel, 4v2, J. Cruel popping off, able to get one on the side here for Flipsy. Rashura off the board, but this is a 1v3. Flipsy not going to be able to make anything happen here. Shots coming out on the board for him. Will get taken down in there. 4K coming through for J. Cruel.
Well, Sakura Storm, they made it stick twice, getting that pistol round there for the second time now, making it stick over 303 Esports. And now we'll see if they can manage to carry on to the second. We'll see how Sakura Storm's buy shapes up now. We did see a bit of a gutsy pull from Rashura early on, picked up the Phantom last time around, but it does look like he'll stick with the Spectre. Full set of armor. Jay Cruel and Bearcon going for the Stingers. See if 303 Esports can try and steal a Thrifty away, but it certainly doesn't look hopeful.
Yeah, especially with full shields going into Classics, Sakura are going to have a much easier time here. And it looks like Runner was able, and who was that top fragger? Runner and Jay Cruel both, looks like they should be in position to buy themselves rifles next round also, so that'll definitely be helpful for Sakura Storm.
That will make a big difference here. AJ taking the flash in the face, but not really to much avail. Sakura Storm just going to secure that ultimate point back away safely. So they could actually completely take over B site. There aren't any defenders there and wait, but they don't know it. Sakura Storm already showing that without this Cypher, their eyes are a bit dim-witted.
Yeah, we talked about how Sakura Storm didn't have the Cypher to follow up on the Killjoy, but 303 has neither.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is definitely in the current meta a questionable choice here, but we have Sakura Storm pulling the trigger there. Monty throwing the shock dart out, getting a lot of damage onto that Omen, but Spike going down here.
So 303 Esports, they do have the 5-on-5, but it is a precarious situation to say the least. Con Artist spraying down that door, giving himself an avenue with which to enter this site. And here comes 303 Esports. Con Artist actually getting the first kill of this round, taking out J. Cruel now. The Classic starting to do some work, but it's Rashura doing the most work. Gets the double kill as Mochilla takes down Flipsy. Now just 2 defenders remaining. AJ takes down Barracoon, but pays with his life. Rashura cleans up house with the 4K. Sakura Storm dodged the thrifty round.
And we talked about how impactful Rashura is on this Reyna, and there he goes. He starts to show it off for us, and that was a beautiful round coming through out of Sakura. They waited, made a lot of noise over at A with 2 members, completely emptied out B from 303, and then just took it with no trouble.
Yeah. Prime rotations there from Sakura Storm paying off in a big way, but now 303 Esports with a prime opportunity to get some revenge.
Rashura had an SMG and dropped it for a Sheriff.
Smart. That stonks.
It's it might be a 2000 IQ play. We'll have to see how he makes this pay off, but
could be a bit of BM as well. You just never know. Just says, I don't need full automatic. Semi-auto is all it takes.
We have blades coming through here for J. Cruel, trying to get those off. Monty actually picking himself up a 3K before he falls. Blackie able to get that kill onto Barracoon. This is Mochilla all by himself. That is a round going over to 303. Sakura had the money to force up and buy there, but they just chose not to.
Yeah, and it delivers around right to the doorstep of 303 Esports. They didn't even have to break a sweat to steal that round away from Sakura Storm. So Sakura Storm with a bit of a message that it's not going to be all smooth sailing from here on out. Sakura Storm are certainly going to have to work for any more rounds they want to put together, but this is a good time to put the work in. They've got the tools in hand. J. Cruel with that op available, rifles to go around. This is going to be the round we're waiting for now here. Round number 4, guns galore. Who flinches first?
Yeah, and I want everyone in Twitch chat to actually look at the mini-map. As soon as you hear that first shot with the operator come out, watch how 303 reacts to knowing that there's an operator on the board, because that's always really fun for when a team discovers that they could just be dropped at any time.
There is a 1-shot kill available if you are not careful.
There's a golden gun. Be careful.
303 backed into this corner here, and they may get mowed down, but Monty stays alive here. Takes out Barracoon for the 1-for-1 trade. Gets blinded. Runner PS follows up. AJ staying alive, though, on that backside. Takes down Mochilla. So we find ourselves in a bloody 3v3 as the spike goes down. 303 Esports with 2 members on this backside. Rashura pushing through B main on the opposite side. This will be a slow one to develop, but 303, they do not have time to waste.
J. Cruel with this operator about to find himself something big, not able to get that kill onto the other jet there, but there we go. Con Artist rocking the Nerf skin that we were talking about.
That's what it's all about, and it's all about J. Cruel holding down this B site with the double kill. 303 Esports couldn't even make a dent in the end. So Sakura Storm drop 1, but they are convinced they will keep it to 1, up 3-1 now.
Yep, just trying to hold 303 at that 1 mark as long as they can. They have 1 ultimate available in the form of a Hunter's Fury here. Monty has been performing very well over the last few rounds, able to get himself a few key kills there onto Sakura Storm, but only able to manage 1 in that last round. Really excited to see Rashura with a Phantom in hand with that Empress.
This could be big here for Rashura. 303 Esports, they gotta play safe, and they gotta play safer than that. But here comes 303 Esports with the revenge, find 3 quick kills, and Sakura Storm have completely wilted in the 5th round. 303 Esports decimate Sakura.
That was so aggressive coming out from 303. There's no way Sakura saw that coming. They knew it was going to be an econ round. and 303 just forces at them, and that was beautiful play coming out from 303.
Absolutely. We saw the pace of this game develop over the course of the meta to become more tactical, to become more careful. And now that we've seen that tactical meta really become prolific, now we're finding where teams can strike those pressure points quickly and fastly, steal a round away from their opponents. 303 Esports putting on a show there. Now with a opportunity to once again tie it up with Sakura Storm. AJ is going to be massive on this snipe, but he gets baited by the recon drone, has to dash away, and now Sakura Storm, the wide open door to seize A site for themselves.
Yeah, Flipsy popping the Empress here, trying to get as much intel down onto the members of Sakura Storm as they can, but this is a 5v3. Spike is down, and Faircoon off the board.
So 303 Esports didn't make it work, but Blackie gets caught out on that flank there. That's going to be no good. And now 303 Esports only have limited avenues out onto A site. Here comes the flashes from Con Artist, not really catching out Sakura Storm too much. They're able to wait for this push. Rashura takes one. Runner, yes, taken out. Rashura takes two. Now Monty remaining, taken down by Jay Cruel. Had the Blade Storm right in the pocket the whole time, and we go thrifty for thrifty. Sakura Storm re-extend their lead to 2.
Yeah, Rashura didn't even need to use his ultimate in that round. That was the ultimate getting used by Flipsy.
Yes.
And Rashura keeps his in hand for now. Now he has a Vandal, and a Vandal with higher fire rate sounds very scary, Dilly.
Yeah, absolutely. Rashura could be eaten here in this 7th round. Certainly looking to feast on the members of 303 Esports here with that ultimate available, Vandal in hand. Jay Cruel with this rather defensive positioning here, expecting a bit more aggression from 303 Esports, but 303 Esports, as I say, we're going to play this one safe, but decide to peek B main there, challenge Barracoon, and that's going to force Barracoon to back away for now. Now 303 Esports can start putting the pressure on Sakura Storm.
Do we know if there's a finisher for the nerf skin? I don't know if I've seen a finisher for the just a hail of nerf darts.
Buzz Lightyear comes down and just with the force of reckoning takes you down.
We still have a 5v5. A lot of damage came through onto Barracoon with that really aggro push coming out from 303. I really like the adaptation from Sakura. They realized that 303 has been peaking aggressively every round, so they actually just hold out and wait and try to catch some kills once 303 peaks.
Yeah, Sakura Storm taking all the real estate that is available to them. Now they're going to start out and execute, but where will they go? They'll go out on the B site, running right into Blackie, who gets one. Flipsy gets one as well. Kills go 2 for 2 either side here. Sakura Storm will be able to take control of B site. Now 303 Esports with the 3-on-3 retake situation. Sakura Storm setting up to defend. AJ, Blade Storm ready to go, full health, full armor, could make a big play here, timed properly. The lockdown comes out for Sakura Storm, so the time is ticking down on 303 Esports.
Oh my
Jay
goodness.
Cruel working against them, snipes down AJ, clips his wings. Monty now trying to find some revenge, but the vision denial is massive. Doesn't matter, Monty takes out Jay Cruel. Con Artist takes down Runner PS, and it's all up to Barracoon, all up to no one. Sakura Storm, they threw everything at the board, and it's still not enough to make it stick. Monty sticks the defuse in the nick of time, and 303 Esports keeps Sakura Storm within arm's reach.
Yeah, it was looking so close for Sakura, and if they were just able to hold 303 off for 2.5 more seconds, it would have gone in their favor, but 303 able to get those key picks. Unfortunately, with that Hunter's Fury, Monty wasn't able to catch anyone in that B door. They were kind of just caught in the back of B there, but wasn't able to find anyone. Had some great shots there. I don't know if you saw it, but he was actually standing on double nano swarm grenades there for a second. Took so much damage and was able to survive through it.
So AJ once again on this A-long corridor. This is such a dangerous position. AJ certainly knows it, peeks back around the corner and wins out over Jay Cruel. Takes the rival Jets head off the planet. Here comes the execute. Nonetheless, AJ gets sniped down by Mochilla. Mochilla doing some absolutely Mozilla damage down with that Hunter's Fury. Still the kills going 2 for 2, trading back and forth. Flipsy takes down Barracoon. Sakura Storm now in a 2v3, trying to hold on to the spike plant. Runner PS teleports to safety, gets spotted out by the Recon Bolt, still wins out over Flipsy, but Blackie shoots him in the back, leaving just Mochilla in this 1v2. Oh, Monsi goes too early for the defuse, leaving his teammate in this 1v1, and now Blackie with an opportunity to try and stick this defuse. Mochilla didn't have the exact sightline. Mochilla doesn't matter, cleans up house for the clutch for the triple kill. Sakura Storm re-extend their lead to 2.
Little unfortunate. Mochilla realized that there was an operator on the ground and he had no idea where it was at. You saw him kind of look everywhere. Oh no, oh where is it? Oh no. So might not have an operator in hand here for J. Cruel. They definitely have the money for it, but it probably would come at the cost of either utility or a shield.
Yeah, absolutely. J. Cruel. Looks like there's not going to be any extra utility in the pocket there for J. Cruel. Just a gun and a shield. It's all he needs. Sakura Storm looking to ratchet up the pressure now in 303 Esports. Rashura not wasting any time, finding big damage on the defenders mid. AJ trying to find a pick, but AJ gets spotted out. Monsi, only member of 303, able to do some damage here in this 9th round. It's all down to Monty. J. Cruel snipes him down. The superior semi-automatic weapon wins out, and Sakura Storm, the largest lead of the match.
You were talking about the Bulldog when you said the superior semi-automatic weapon, right?
Well, the Bulldog is not semi-automatic, so no. But the Bulldog is the superior weapon.
The Bulldog
always.
is the Chad purchase.
Yeah, absolutely. Only real gamers buy the Bulldog. Runner PS, certainly a real gamer, buying up the Bulldog. Has money for a Phantom and Vandal, but Runner PS is a real one.
That's how you know it's Chad, is because he has the money for another gun.
Absolutely. That is big Chad plays here from Sakura Storm, looking to continue to add on to their tally. 303 Esports running out of chances here to level things up in the first half.
Rashura's been looking so clean on this Reyna, has absolutely been showing off on this agent. I'm really excited to, oh no. I felt that one go by me.
Felt the wind. Oh, Monzi playing a dangerous game, rather. Has to back away, give up some of that sight line. Now the vision's denied as Sakura Storm pushing out onto B site. Rashura gets traded out for Flipsy, but J. Cruel's going to take down AJ once more. 303 Esports find themselves in a 3v4 on the defending side. This B site is left wide open for Sakura Storm to set up, get that spike down.
303 just keeps leaving B open. It's happened multiple times where it's just been a free plant for Sakura Storm. I love that they're not even choosing to plant yet. They're just playing around, trying to find all of those members of 303, get as much intel down as they can, and possibly fake over to A. But spike going down now, Mochilla getting that plant off.
Yeah, Sakura Storm have just had the edge both tactically and explosively, it has to be said, winning not just the trades, but also the mind game as well. 303 Esports getting a little out-rotated in the last few rounds. Gonna have to try to make up for it now in this retake. J. Cruel lurking in the shadows as the remaining 3 defenders surge forward off the back of the Rolling Thunder. Here they come. Monsi takes down Runner PS, but J. Cruel on the backside takes down Cotton Artist, and now 2 defenders are getting pinched in by 2 attackers. Blackie trying to make it stick, but it's gonna be J. Cruel mopping the floor with them for the 4K. Sakura Storm starting to really leave their mark on this match.
Yeah, and this is where Sakura Storm is really starting to break away from the pack. We have a 4-round differential. In the last round that we had, the biggest one that we saw until the big breakaway was 3. So it was a very much closer matchup coming through in the last game. But when you have J. Cruel sitting at 15-5, I mean, between J. Cruel and Rashura, these 2 guys are putting Sakura Storm on their back.
J. Cruel has entered the flow state. He is in a groove with that off, and it shows. J. Cruel so calm and confident on the op, takes down AJ, and the members of 303 Esports are left with no option but to scatter and hide and run away. They have got to get out of the way. J. Cruel is a dangerous man on a mission. Rashura getting fed the kills here. Flipsy, thankfully for 303 Esports, puts a stop to all that, but they still find themselves at quite the detriment as Sakura Storm press the advantage here in this 11th round.
And I love the way that we've seen Sakura Storm play. They know that 303 is going to push up, so they just let them push up. They let them walk to their death.
Perfect accuracy.
Absolutely. Sakura Storm just exploiting the 303 game plan thus far in. And once again, Sakura Storm are going to take a free and open B site, much to the dismay of 303 Esports. It is a 2v4 retake situation, though the silver lining for 303 Esports is they have 2 ultimates in the bag ready to go, but Bearcoon is ready to do some damage.
Bearcoon here on the side, no ultimate available here, but there are 2 ultimates available for 303. They have that Empress, they have the Hunter's Fury available, but I'm not sure if this is the call for either of those abilities.
Yeah, this may be the time to hold their tongues in terms of ultimate, but 303 Esports pushing forward nonetheless, much to the delight of Bearcoon, cleaning up the 3K there, and Sakura Storm now really starting to build a comfortable lead here as we head towards the end of this first half. It was going back and forth there for a while, but Sakura Storm have just found the edge here over 303 Esports, executing them in the last 4 rounds, and 303 Esports has been nigh powerless to stop them.
And if you're just joining us for the day, 9-3, which is definitely a possibility for Sakura Storm, isn't even a defined win for Sakura Storm. We had that in our top 32 matchup. It was 9-3 at the half. Score ended up being 13-10 in favor of the team that was at 3 at the half.
Yeah.
So crazy possibilities available. Bearcoon gets taken out at the start of the round to start things off. Empress getting popped. Oh, beautiful play from Rashura. That extra fire rate really paying off for him. Popping off here is Rashura, using that Empress, get 2 quick kills, accidentally pulls the knife out instead of the rifle.
That's heartbreaking for Rashura, but it still may be enough to deliver Sakura Storm this round in a 3v3. J. Cruel with the knives, with the op in hand. Mochilla on the backside could really punish 303 if they're not careful. Monsi was not careful, and now leaving just 2, make it 1 defenders remaining. J. Cruel sending the knives on in, takes down Blackie. Sakura Storm up 9-3. The end of the first half here. Quarterfinals, Valorant, Sunday, Showdown week number 36. Sakura Storm looking to move on into the semifinals.
Yeah, looking very convincing here for Sakura Storm, but they have this second half of the map ahead of them. They're on the defense now, so we'll have to see how 303 decides to play their attack.
Yeah, 303 Esports, if there was ever a time to have a game plan in mind, this was it. 303 Esports, they need to be very coordinated, try and unstick Sakura Storm from the top of this game, but all telling, looking at that first half, that is a tall order to fulfill.
AJ moving in here with this classic, some light shields here on the side of 303. And here is that mid play that we love to see. Really spread out though here for 303.
Yeah, 303 sending 3 members to push on up mid. The door has been shut on B site, so they're gonna have to make a little bit of noise if they want that avenue available, but it may be too late. The recon drone from Sakura Storm spots out the members of 303 Esports. The gig is up here. Sakura Storm very much ready and waiting for this push out onto B site. Be interesting to see if 303 Esports stick with it, but I think they want to pull on over towards A site. Oh, Flipsy though has other plans. Takes down J. Cruel, caught him looking the other way. This is exactly what 303 Esports need. They want to win this round, and it keeps on rolling. Flipsy takes down Rashura. Now a 5v3 for 303 Esports as they send it on over to B site.
Yeah, Runner gets caught in a difficult position there. Does get gunned down by 2 members. Bearcoon moving in, trying to make something happen. Able to pick up 1 kill for himself. Headshot coming through there. Still has full health. Still has full shields. It's definitely doable as look at those health bars there for... Oh, no. Bearcoon thought he got that first shot off. Wasn't able to get that kill onto Con Artist and ends up paying for his life with it. 1v3 now. Shots coming through on the back, and that's Monsi finishing things off, taking the pistol round for 303.
That's the start 303 Esports needed, but they're going to need a little bit more than that to get this deficit managed. Sakura Storm looks like full save here for the second round of the half, not trying to pull a fast one on anybody. Bearcoon is considering the Bucky at his side. Would love to see that make it to the end of the pre-round.
If it's anything like the top 32 matchup we saw, 303 is going to have to win 10 of the next 11. That's what we saw come through to get that score in the last round. I'm sorry, in the top 32, but starting things off now, looks like a big A push coming through here for 303.
Yeah, no pressure there, 303 Esports. You've just got to mount a large streak over a team that has controlled most of this game. Sakura Storm with a solid setup there on A site. 4 members ready to go. Rashura with this timing. Oh my goodness, Rashura takes down Flipsy, and here comes the push from 303, but J. Cruel right around the corner should not have been allowed to get away with that, and these kills are trading back and forth. Sakura Storm find themselves in a 1v1 with just classics, no armor. Monsi has no idea where this final member is. Bearcoon now with the Bucky up mid. This could be a miracle of a round for Sakura Storm.
Oh no. Bearcoon's walking back towards A.
Bearcoon, please. Oh my goodness. What a matchup. Yeah. How could you?
Yeah, there's no way to... Oh my goodness.
I'm begging you guys to look at each other.
I love how Bearcoon acknowledges that the Bucky is a cheese weapon with his gun buddy.
Well noted there. A bit of poetry, I would say, from Bearcoon.
Oh, for sure.
Now Monsi ever carefully sneaking out onto the B site. Less than 10 seconds remaining now. Monsi will be looking to get this spike planted now. Bearcoon will certainly hear it rattle on over into the B site. Has to run on over to the opposite side of the map. Now Monsi has a tough decision to make as to where to post up for this defense. Bearcoon, was looking the right way. Which direction will they pick? Bearcoon picks the knife to have out to face Monsi. Almost pays dearly for it, and now here we go. Monsi peeks around the corner, so close. Bearcoon clutches it out in the end, and Sakura Storm steal a thrifty round away from 303 Esports.
Things were definitely looking in the favor of Monsi there, but Bearcoon able to get those shots off, able to reset the spray there and get that kill onto Monsi. Monsi on the top of his team's kill board right now, but compared to J. Cruel and Rashura, not stacking up in the same way. But I mean, he's not playing a duelist, so it's almost more impressive.
Yeah, different leagues, frankly, on the opposite sides of the scoreboards. Unfortunate as it is, Sakura Storm have built themselves quite the tale here in this quarterfinals matchup. A dominating first half from Sakura Storm, giving themselves that 9-3 edge moving into the second half. 303 Esports with a glimmer of hope to start us off in the second half, start us off with that pistol round, but Sakura Storm, they started that 14th round off with all classics, 1 Bucky. 1 Bucky, 4 classics, and no armor for Sakura Storm. And still, somehow, they were able to steal a round away from 303 Esports off the back of an excellent defensive setup on the A side. J. Cruel, especially on that corner towards Garden there. As the attackers rolled in, J. Cruel was able to flank almost unseen, get a free kill, and from there on, things fell apart for 303 Esports, and now the questions are being asked, can they recover?
Oh, no.
Here they come, J. Cruel. A rare miss from J. Cruel, but picks it right back up, takes down Blackie, and 303 Esports trying to take some mid control. Will still be able to get the real estate, will be able to push forward, but for a dire price indeed.
AJ trying to get some shots off there with that Stinger. Definitely the preferred range for that gun at that point, but going up against the operator. Very lucky that AJ's still alive right now.
Yeah, AJ certainly understood he was playing a dangerous game and eventually got away to safety. Runner PS playing a dangerous game as well. Everyone is blind. AJ though wins out, gets sniped right down by J. Cruel, clipping the wings of AJ. Monsi on the other side takes down Rashura, and now the bullets flying through the walls. 303 Esports finding these kills here. Mochilla left in a bit of a difficult position alongside Bearcoon. The shock dart smacks him in the face. Sakura Storm trying to prevent 303 Esports from getting this spike down.
Bearcoon trying to make this happen here, trying to work with his teammate to sweep this last for now. 1v1 now as Con Artist takes down Mochilla, and definitely doable here.
Oh, Con Artist running out of time though to get this spike down. Has to do it. Sends, oh my goodness, sends out the fault line, but it doesn't connect. Bearcoon wins out the 1v1, and 303 Esports were 1 kill away from delivering some sweet revenge onto Sakura Storm.
I have no idea how Bearcoon didn't get hit by that fault line.
I don't understand that. I would definitely need to see that one again.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that one from a third-person perspective, because that probably had to be the smallest little margin of error. But J. Cruel performing so well with this operator. We actually have a Guardian coming through for Rashura, so he's feeling good about the one taps for himself also. A couple ultimates available here for Sakura Storm, and they're so close to getting themselves towards match point.
Yeah, Sakura Storm looking and feeling crispy here in the quarterfinals, and it shows with these weapon buys. J. Cruel has been especially hot on the op here today, and Rashura getting it done with the Guardian, taking down Flipsy. Here comes the execute from 303 Esports out onto A site, sending out the Hunter's Fury, repositioning J. Cruel, but the push is delayed for now. 303 Esports rethinks the strategy.
The scariest part is that they know that J. Cruel's up top now. They still know that there's an operator at A, and the thing that surprises me is they are still hanging out at A.
Interesting.
Especially with how accurate J. Cruel has been. It seems like a hard decision to try to force into that.
Yeah, it certainly is. The danger of a barrel lurking around every corner, it feels, when you're playing up against J. Cruel.
And they have the Rolling Thunder. They have the Rolling Thunder available for 303 Esports here, so they might try to use that to pull the trigger in onto A. But J. Cruel taking down AJ to start things off. For sure, grab himself one. J. Cruel gets himself another kill. 2K coming through for both of these top fraggers. Con Artist all by himself again, trying to get those shots off. But a 3K coming through with the pistol. Flawless round to take Sakura Storm to match point.
J. Cruel is beginning to flex on 303 Esports.
He has it
done. Yeah, getting it done with the classic, rushing forward with reckless abandon. Sakura Storm with clear and comfortable control of this match off the back of J. Cruel. 24-8-1. The low assist jet play is what we love to see. That was selfish.
His
hopping.
one leg shot.
Yeah, absolutely. The one time he slightly missed.
I would have loved to see Rashura pull out the Odin this round, especially with the Empress in tow. Would have had so many bullets flying out so fast with an Odin with Empress.
Yeah, that would be the epitome of run and gun.
Run and gun. Yeah. Hasn't been fixed yet, so you can definitely still mess around with that one. We do have a couple ultimates available here. Empress did get popped by Sakura Storm, and 303 just trying to figure out where they want to go.
Oh man.
No. Oh no.
Once again, where they go is right into J. Cruel's waiting arms. The embrace of J. Cruel is omnipresent around every corner, and 303 Esports have been unable to escape it, trying to get themselves now out onto A site, but the danger lurks now around heaven, and if J. Cruel pushes forward, that certainly does not bode well for 303 Esports as the spike goes down. Here come the defenders.
We do still have the lockout to work with. Bladestorm still available. Bearcoon grabs Flipsy on the side. Mochilla getting ready to move through those doors. Has a bunch of members waiting for him, but he does not know that. Thankfully, there's no Hunter's Fury available for 303 Esports, so they have no easy way to destroy that. 303 Blackie able to get himself a kill. Bearcoon trying to take down, able to take down Mozzie. 3K coming through for Bearcoon, and this is the last member all by himself. Just gets knifed to death.
Wow, doesn't even stick around for the defuse. That's going to be Sakura Storm moving on into semi-finals, taking that match over 303 Esports, and frankly, it never looked in doubt for Sakura Storm. Was a good game from them. Not just a good game, a great game, someone said, especially for the likes of J. Cruel completely storming away with the lead there in that match, putting on a dominating performance. J. Cruel on the op, on the jet, just looked like he could not miss today.
Yeah, it was looking very clean, but we do have some rough news for them. Unfortunately, since they're moving up into the top 4, their opponent is going to be Ukers, that roster that we just talked about that is stacked with so many of those former Shiba members. So they're definitely going to have their work cut out for them as they get ready to move into the top 4. But J. Cruel, we were talking about him, so deadly with that operator, 25-8-1, highest combat score that we've seen today, and he had his game sense was just shown off that game. He was always where he needed to be, and it seemed like 303 was like magnetically attracted to the gun barrel of J. Cruel. He would go to a point, and that's where 303 would decide to attack.
Yeah, it certainly was a case of always being in the right place at the right time for J. Cruel, making some of those snipes look rather easy while laying them down on 303 Esports. J. Cruel had a monster of the game. Certainly.
So did Rashura.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say only slightly outshining Rashura there. Rashura on the Reyna having a monster game at times, opting for the Guardian. Even things were going so well for Sakura Storm. So they will certainly be feeling good moving into semi-finals, top 4, getting into it here at the Valorant Sunday Showdown. We will be back in just a quick couple of minutes with the final 4 teams here in this tournament, and stick around. You definitely don't want to miss them.